Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm so glad you're joining me. Well, I have a fun project to share with you. We are going to the beach and I wish I was there. Boy, do I ever wish I was there. I'm due for a vacation. This is from, I have a few items from a new collection. It is called Fair Winds and it is fabulous. I have two items. I have the stamp and die set that's all about greetings, and then I love the extra sentiments in here that go great on the inside of a card. And then I also have a die set. This is called Oh Boy, Oh Buoy. So much fun. It's a smaller die set, but it packs a lot of punch, and I thought we'd create a fun scene today. So we're going to start by doing some die cutting. Let's go ahead and take our Oh Boy. Oh buoy. And there are these posts, and then there's also a life preserver. We're going to do some die cutting, so I'm going to take out the elements that I want to be using. Basically, we're going to use everything but the buoys. Okay? And then I have some cardstock. I'm actually going to create maybe 6 of these. I'm going to show you how to do one, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And then I'm going to do maybe a couple more birds too. So I have all the dies that we're going to be using. I'm also going to bring in another die. This is a die that has it's a leafy, grassy area. This is from the Spellbinders Bunch of Borders. And I'm going to take a large piece of white cardstock, and we'll cut this out. I'm going to bring in my Scout. I'm going to play a little music while I do my die cutting to save a little bit of time. I'll speed it up for you, and when I'm done, I will be back and we'll put together some fun beachy elements. Once I have everything die cut, we're going to do some layering. We're going to start by taking some glue, and we're going to add the red pieces. Now we're going to build our little post, and then our lifesaver here. And that's all there is to this one. We're going to put this over here. For my bird legs and the beak, I'm going to bring in an orange marker. This is YR04, and I'm going to go ahead and just color in these feet. Sometimes it's easier just to use a marker. And then this little tiny piece, we're going to color in too. This little piece, when they're little like this, and then this little piece done. Now that's really little. If you don't want to fuss with that, what you can do is just go ahead and color in the bird beak directly on here, if you wanted to. I'm going to layer it just because it adds a little extra layer of dimension today. Okay, to create the bird, it's really easy. Just going to add some glue on this area here. And I die cut the bird out with gray cardstock. This is Spellbinders Fog. Okay, and then so far so good. Add a little glue to the beak. Whenever I see seagulls, it reminds me when the kids were little, we used to go to the coast. We used to go to Santa Cruz, and almost every weekend we'd drive up there, just have a picnic on the beach. Sometimes we'd stop by McDonald's and get some French fries, and the kids would throw French fries up in the air, and boy, these seagulls would just fly down. Oh my goodness. They would pick up those French fries. They would almost harassing us. It's actually really fun. The kids to this day talk about it. Okay, I'm going to color in with my ground espresso ink, my little wood post, and again, I'm going to do one of these, but I'm going to do more off of camera. I'm kind of going dark at the top and the bottom, a little on the side, and then I'm going to add a little glue at the very top. There's a little piece that you can add. Now watch what happens when you add this little sliver here. It just brings that post to life. Let me show you. This makes it look so dimensional. Looks like a little log. So we have a little dimension here. Okay, I have these little pieces here that are rope for our little post. I'm just going to add some glue. And then these, there's no right or wrong. You can crisscross them, overlap them. Kind of like them overlapped a little. Add a little more glue here. And I started talking about the bird and completely forgot to put the wing on. We'll get to that. See how easily I get sidetracked. So there's the rope. You can make them wider or however you want. So that's our little post. Okay, now with the wing, I'm going to bring in a gray marker. This is my C2, and I'm just going to add a little extra detail to my my wing and my bird. That's all there is to that. I'm going to bring in a small foam square. I actually cut one in half. This part you can skip, but I like dimensions. So I'm going to put this where the wing's going to go. I'll remove the release paper. And then we can add our wing. There's debossed area, so you kind of know exactly where to put it. And then our bird's done. That's all there is to that. While I have my craft mat out, what we're going to do is color in this grassy area. So I have some green ink. And I'm going over this kind of hit and missing area. I want it to be like that grassy kind of look that's on the beach. Okay. So after we have our hit and miss with the green, we might bring it back. I'm going to bring back my ground espresso, and we're going to go on the bottom here. Kind of fade up. I'm going to bring back some of that green. Kind of mix the two together. So that's our grassy, beachy area. We'll put this to the side. I'm bringing in a piece of brown cards. This is Spellbinders June cardstock. And I'm going to use my scissors. And I'm going to just create a kind of a wavy border. Kind of high and low. If you have a border die that does this, you could do that, use that. I'm just going to go over, I'm going to just use my blending tool with my brown ink on here and just shade over the top. For the most part, this is going to be covered, so this doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to do a little bit of stenciling. To create my backgrounds for my beachy area, I thought this one was really pretty. So I have that stencil. This is from the stencil of the month for June. It's called Summertime Graphics. But if you have any cloud stencil you could use, or you can. Okay, I'm going to take my little beach. I'm going to go ahead and use my glue, and we'll glue this down. We'll tack this down, and I'm kind of fluffing up. Even though this is going to flat during shipping, if you mail this, I still like to fluff up those blades of grass. Okay. Now we have our grassy area. We're going to add some of our posts here. And you can see I have 6 in total, and then I created 2 more birds. The same exact way that we did earlier. Okay, let's bring in some foam squares. So our scene is so much fun. Now I'm going to take this panel and I'm going to adhere it to a panel of Spellbinders waterfall cardstock. We're just basically going to mat this on our waterfall. I'm just going to use glue to adhere it. Now that we have this adhered, I have some white baker's twine. This is from Spellbinders. It's actually from VIVANT. It's a cotton twist. 100% cotton. It's 2 millimeters thick. So this is thicker than normal baker's twine, but it's a very nice quality. I'm going to wrap it around the bottom, and I'll tie a bow to the left. This baker's twine is a little bit thicker. It took me a little bit of time to make that perfect bow, but I made it happen. I'm going to flip this over. We're going to put some foam tape behind here, and then I'm going to place this on my card base. I'm going to stamp this with my black ink. We'll just go over this. Wonderful. And then I'm going to take the coordinating die. Let's see if I can match it. Maybe this one? Well, I did good. I put a foam square behind my greeting, and then we can go ahead and think I'm going to place it right here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and add some gems. And you know, with Father's Day around the corner, you could very well add Happy Father's Day too. And that will finish off my card project for today. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed my project. We did a little stenciling, lots of die cutting, and lots of layering. Have a fabulous day. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.